My latest release just got placed on 8 editorial placements. And in today's video, I want to break down the 7 things I think I got right to help me actually land these placements. My name is Nick, and on this channel, I hope to make independent artists and labels just a little bit more informed so they can apply some actionable strategies to help take their music further and further. I may have some nice stuff saved for you at the end of this video, but right now, let's get into step 1 on how I landed 8 editorial placements. The first thing I think I did right was to actually just make a song worth pitching. Now, lyrically, in my opinion, I think it was good. Melodically, I think it was strong. Production-wise, it was definitely me pushing it as far as I ever had in terms of taking risks, I suppose, not playing it safe, not really trying to make it sound too much like anything else that I've heard before or actually made before. And along with that, got some really good players. My friend Theo to help me produce it, and my friend Temba, who actually edits these videos, legend. He played the solo at the end, and I think this really just meant that I had a song that was actually good enough to potentially land on so many editorials. So the next thing I got right, very simple but often overlooked, is to actually just pitch early. For this specific song, I pitched it 5 weeks before it was actually due to come out. Okay, 5 weeks before the release. I know they say 2 weeks before. I did 5 weeks, and this is my biggest collection of placements ever. I'm just gonna leave it at that. You do with that information whatever you will. The next thing I think I got right was not release it on Halloween. I actually had planned to release it on the 31st of October, and then I was like, oh, wait, that's Halloween. And I think potentially releasing a song on a day where there's a lot of noise, like Halloween, or New Year's, or Christmas, these are just not good days. People are thinking about other things, it's not there for actual releases. And so I pushed it back just a week, and 8 editorial placements, hell yeah. Think about these. Look at the specific day, the calendar, where you are in the world. Look and just try and make sure that you're not releasing on a day where there could be some holidays or other big artist releases or anything that could interfere with your release just getting the amount of attention that it deserves. You don't want there to be a whole lot of noise. You just want your music to be the focus. The next thing that I think I got right is to give the song a name that stands out. The song's name is In My Heart, brackets, The Rent is Free. It's not just a short name, one word, something like that. It's quite long. It's different. It might make an editor that reads my Spotify editorial pitch or sees the name there think, oh, this sounds interesting. It stands out just a little bit more. I think this may have played a role. It obviously did play a role, and that's why I'm putting that over here. The 5th thing I think I did right was to actually create an album artwork that stands out. Now you can see the artwork, I'll put a picture of it just over here. Now for this specific EP release, I didn't just take a collection of old film photos and kind of mismatch them together, which I've done in the past, or put some cute photo I've taken on my phone and use as the artwork. Also something I've sort of done before. I was really intentional with this whole image, getting a really good designer that's done some work for my band in the past, really thinking about what it means if it relates to some lyrics on one of the songs in the EP, and actually taking the care to go back and forth with him and really create a design that I was happy with, and I think it paid off. Hey, just a reminder that if you ever want to run a Meta or YouTube ads campaign to one of your next releases, I offer full package campaign services, so you don't have to spend hours of making bad twerking videos. I also offer one-off consultations if you just have questions, and I have course level bonus content on my Patreon. So scan the QR code on the screen now to contact me for these services. Otherwise, head to our description below for Patreon and other free downloads. But now back to the video. The 6th thing I think I got right was to actually write maybe my best Spotify editorial pitch I've ever written. I took my own advice. In one of the latest videos I've just released, it's about approaching promotion as if you were an artist or treating promotion like art. And I took my own advice for this, and I rarely, from writing this pitch to the ads to everything I did, this whole rollout, I have been approaching like an artist, thinking of every piece of the puzzle as a piece of art instead of like business, content, yada yada. And I think I wrote a really good editorial pitch. I have a link to my secret formula for writing pitches, which is going to be linked at the bottom of this video. It's a total free download. However, if you want to see the actual pitch that I wrote for In My Heart, The Rent is Free, then you're going to have to head over to my Patreon to find that over there. It is worth it. It is a banging pitch, so check that out. All right, and the final thing, step 7, the final right thing I think I did to actually make this song such a success was momentum and a bit of luck. Okay, bonus. This was the final song of an EP. I don't know if this counts for much, but maybe it does, because I've seen friends that have released the final song of the album or released the whole album, and the song that comes pitched with that has landed on really big placements. So perhaps these Spotify editorial editors, they are prioritizing tracks that are part of a bigger body of work. I know we live in the whole like single economy, but personally I want to release bodies of work, not just single. I want things to tie in and feel like a whole coherent piece of work. So maybe that is a big part of it. I think it is. It obviously is. I'm going to keep saying that because damn, 8 editorials. I'm proud of myself, can you tell? And of course, there is just a little bit of luck involved with all of this. This was a song that I wasn't even sure about. It was born out of another song. The actual song came from a bridge of another song. And then I just didn't like the rest of the song, so I just started this new one from the bridge. It may not have even ended up in the world, okay? But I decided to go with it. Ended up being cool. I wasn't sure about it. All of my friends that I played my EP to never said anything about this song, only Temba. Everyone else was like, oh, I like this one. But this is the one that seemed to have got the most attention. Why? It's not really predictable. I've outlined these steps that I think I helped get right, and I definitely think do contribute. But there is a bit of luck involved in all of this, in music taking off, in reaching the right editors. There is a bit of luck. But with the right preparation, doing all the small things correctly, these other steps that I've outlined, I do believe that there is some way of creating your own luck by taking care of all of the little things, doing the basics right. And something that I always say on this channel, before marketing everything, is actually get the music right. In my opinion, that is the most important thing. People are listening to the music. That needs to be good, okay? You can create the craziest ads and everything, but if the music isn't there, it's not going to take. Please, if anything, just to sum up my entire video, is just do the basic things right when it comes to releasing your music as an independent artist. Get on it early, follow these few steps, these correct steps, these right steps that I've outlined, and I promise you will get more traction with your releases. Thanks again for watching this video. If you like what you've heard, want to see new videos every week, subscribe to us below. Otherwise, I'll see you at the next one. All right, goodbye.